Hi everybody, today's focus, I am testing the FlyLady cleaning program to see how well it helps me clean my home. Alright, this is a bit overwhelming. Oh boy, it just seems like a lot to me. I've had many friends reach out to me and ask if I have used or do use any sort of cleaning program like the FlyLady or Clean Mama. And the answer is always no. I'm not a cleaning routine kind of person, I'm a cleaning rhythm kind of person. About 12 to 15 years ago, I did try the FlyLady cleaning program. Actually, my friend Alice and I would remind each other to shine our sinks, but that didn't last very long. It just wasn't a program that I felt that I could get into or implement in my home the way my schedule worked. But recently I've had some friends reach out to me about it, and I've had some viewers request that I try it out. I did a poll on my community posts, and about 60% of the people said they'd like to see me review the FlyLady cleaning system, so that is what we're going to do today. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the FlyLady cleaning program, there is a website. I think it's FlyLady.net. So today is March 26th. So I'm not going to start the program until April 1st. So between today and April 1st, I'm going to browse the website, try to figure out how to do the system, print out anything that I'm supposed to print out. I did see quickly when I went on their website that there's an app, maybe explore the app, but I'll start the actual routine on April 1st so that I can do it for a full month and give you like a full month review of how it went. Now, one thing I do remember, and Allison, I'm sure you're going to remember this, is you're supposed to shine your sink every night. Guys, you're probably not going to believe this, but I often leave dishes in my sink overnight. Why? Well, because I have other things to do at night. I'm busy. I'm taking kids to activities, and then I like to wind down and go to sleep. I will never infringe on my relaxation time and sleep time to clean. And I know a lot of people say I have to go to bed with everything done and cleaned up. I'm not the kind of person that has to do that. I'm okay if there are dishes in my sink overnight. I can't even imagine what the comments are going to be like now since I said that. Also, since I do bacteria testing in my kitchen sink, I like it if there are some dishes in there the night before. Normally what I'll do the day before I know I'm going to do a bacteria test is I will leave the dishes in the sink. Then when I'm ready to do my test, I take the dishes out of the sink, put them on the counter, and then swab my kitchen sinks to make sure that I really do have a good amount of bacteria. So cleaning my sink or shining my sink every single day will really infringe on my ability to be able to do some good bacteria testing for you. I might end up by doing that just in my utility sink instead of my kitchen sink, so I don't disrupt the flow of doing bacteria testing for my channel. Alright, so let's see how well the FlyLady cleaning program helps me clean my home. Step 1 is going to be explore the website. I didn't have a chance to look at the website yesterday, so let's have a look at it now. Okay, so here we are at the website, FlyLady.net, cute little cartoon. Today is Thursday, March 27th. So this week we're in Zone 5, and our habit for March is getting dressed to the shoes. Go to your launch pad to see the following. So today's flight plan, today's remind is zone missions detail cleaning list. So I guess this is what I'm supposed to be following each day. Join the email group and read your welcome letter. So I will do that. Let's look at the launch pad. All right, sneak peek for the week. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this video on the website. I was really hoping I would have found a PDF that said, here's a checklist of what you're going to do. But before I end looking at the website, I am going to check out that app. It's an affordable price. I really didn't want to pay for an app. The price structure is $9.95 for 3 months, $17.95 for 6 months, and $29.95 for a year. I'm just going to do the $9.95 for 3 months. So today is April 1st, the first day that I'm going to get started with the FlyLady program, and I am already overwhelmed. So last night before I went to bed, I got an email from the FlyLady preparing me for the next day, which is nice. It gives you a chance to look forward to what you're supposed to be doing the night before. This email is very long, okay? So we keep going. It's a lot. And then we finally find out that the habit for the month of April that you're supposed to work on is making your bed. and explains that now this week we are in Zone 1. And Zone 1 is the entrance, front porch, and dining room. Now today is also Tuesday, and Tuesday is the day to plan and play. That was the email that I got last night in preparation for today. So today I pop open the app. I'm like, okay, I paid $10 for this app. Let's see what it's all about. And it's okay. It gives me this little checklist. And I checked off the things that I did, and it keeps adding different things to it as the hours go. What I did do for 30 minutes today is watch this amazing YouTuber. Her name is That Awkward Mom, and her videos on the FlyLady systems are absolutely fantastic. She does an amazing job at breaking down what this really, in my opinion, overfilled with information, complicated website has, and she's broken it down into what the actual system is. So I'm going to put in the description a couple of links to some of her videos. So between That Awkward Mom's videos, reading the website, and the app, I think I've got the system down. Big shout out to That Awkward Mom. I doubt you're going to see this, but if you do, I want you to know you are absolutely hilarious and you do a fantastic job explaining things. So now that I understand the program a little bit better, there are daily tasks and weekly tasks and monthly things you're going to be focusing on. So for daily tasks, there are morning, afternoon, and evening routines you're supposed to be following. Every morning, you make the bed, you get dressed in your shoes, you swish and swipe your toilet, you empty the dishwasher, you load the laundry, and you check your calendar. I feel like that's doable. Then in the afternoon, you have to figure out what's for dinner, drink your water, 15 minutes of exercise. I'd rather move that to the morning. Do 15 minutes of zone cleaning and reboot your laundry. Daily evening tasks. Shine your sink. Do a 2-minute hot spot cleaning. So these are places in your home where paper gets cluttered. Just 2 minutes every evening trying to take care of hot spots. Put things out tonight that you need for tomorrow morning. Check your calendar. Load the dishwasher. brush your teeth, wash your face. When you shower, now she says whether it's morning or evening, take some shampoo and scrub your shower. I'm not going to do that. That's not going to happen. No. Nope. That's okay. It's okay if I have to modify. And lay out your clothes for the next day. Okay, then we have a weekly list of things that we're supposed to be doing each week. On Monday, you do what she calls bless the home. So Monday's daily habit on the FlyLady system is to bless your home. So blessing your home is doing 7 separate tasks, each for 10 minutes. The important thing here is setting your timer for 10 minutes so that you're only spending that amount of time per task. So you're going to spend 10 minutes each doing these tasks. Vacuum, dust, quick mop, polish mirrors and doors, purge magazines catalogs, change the sheets, and empty all trash cans. I have 3 robotic vacuum cleaners that clean most of the areas in my home. However, for this 10-minute challenge, I'm going to focus on my stairs, area rugs, and if I have extra time, the kitchen. I'm stopping the FlyLady 10-minute bless the house cleaning session for a few minutes because it's April and it's snowing. So the only thing I didn't do is change the sheets because I didn't have to change the sheets. But what I might do is add in vacuum my couch because that's something that I would like to do weekly. Then Tuesday is planning and play day. That's the day you're gonna be doing all your planning. We screwed up this Tuesday, so next Tuesday we'll catch up. So here we are at Tuesday, and Tuesday is plan and play day. So the FlyLady says, on Tuesday you should plan things and play. So planning things like menu planning, activities planning, date night, family fun time planning, wardrobe planning, checking prescriptions to see if anything needs to be refilled, and anything else that you might need to plan. And then we get to have fun on Tuesday. She says this is where the play part comes in. When your planning is finished, we get to play. Spend the rest of the day doing something fun just for you. See that movie that you've been wanting to see. Take a long bath with a good book, or get out and have some fun at the gym, whatever makes you happy. Let's talk about meal planning. What I do is I get like an index card or a piece of paper, and I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on it. And then I write next to it the meal that I'm planning on having that day. Now, if I'm planning on making like 8 pounds of meatloaf, I know that'll probably last me about 3 days. So that can take up a 3-day slot. I also have index cards where I write like a meal on one side, and the other side I write the ingredients that I need to make that meal. So sometimes I'll take these index cards and lay them on my table and kind of just shuffle them around a little bit. Like, okay, I think we're gonna have this day, this day, and then I flip them over. Okay, what ingredients do I have? Don't need to buy those. These are the ones I need to buy, and put them on my list. And then when I'm waiting sometimes for my kids at their different activities and sports, I'll grab a recipe book and flip through it and try to get some new meal ideas and make new index cards for new meals. But I'm still perfecting the meal planning, but having a designated day to do it makes a lot of sense. So what I usually do is I do grocery pickup on Monday after one of my kids' sporting practices. And then on Tuesday, when I'm waiting for 2 of my kids who play sports almost at the same time, that's when I run to a different grocery store and get my fruits and vegetables. Because the first store I do pick up at, I usually do that for like boxed items and canned items and things like that. And then there's this other grocery store that I like to go to for fruits and vegetables. So I have to shift my planning day a little bit off, but the premise is the same. I just have to pick a day where I do my planning and keep it consistent. Now for play on Tuesdays, I don't get home until about 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays after my kids' sports and everything, and then we have to do dinner. So Tuesday isn't really a great day for me to do any play either. So again, I'll have to shift that to another day. But it is a good reminder to make sure that we give ourselves something to do that makes us happy. I love soaking in my whirlpool tub. I also like researching vacations. Can't believe I'm telling you this, but I do. I know right now we don't have the money right now to go on a vacation. We went on a pretty big vacation last November, but I really like planning vacations. So sometimes I'll just like look at different places and kind of map out like, oh, this would be a good vacation to do. And I have like a Google folder where I have like different ideas of things to do. So that's something that I do that I actually really enjoy doing. So that's something I could do during my playtime. Movies, yeah, it's always cool to catch up on a movie that I want to see or a TV series that I like to watch. So good reminder again to make sure that we are giving ourselves time to do something for us. Wednesday is anti-procrastination day. So today is Wednesday, and the FlyLady says Wednesday is anti-procrastination day. The FlyLady says, every Wednesday is anti-procrastination day for FlyLady. This is a day when we take care of things we've been putting off. You can use this day to take care of any procrastinating you've done. You can do things like do the laundry, clean out your refrigerator, make doctor's appointments, finish that report for work, work on a project for your child, clean the fish tank. So any sort of project that you've been kind of putting off. So I'm sure I have dozens of things that I could do on an anti-procrastination day. So I think what I'll do in this anti-procrastination day is clean my fridge. Thursday is errand day. Running some errands. I'm at grocery pickup now. Friday is clean out your purse and your car day. Saturday is supposed to be family fun day, so you're not supposed to be doing any of these like extra cleaning tasks. And Sunday is renew your spirit day. Since I'm starting this in April, let's go over the monthly habits that I've missed so far. In January, the monthly habit was shining your sink. Now, the FlyLady has an extensive part in her website where she goes over the importance of shining your sink and why you shine your sink and how it's supposed to make you feel having a clean and shiny sink. I'm going to go over with you the procedure for shining the sink. The first time you shine your sink, it is more like a deep cleaning. There are multiple steps that we can go through in order to shine our sink, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Are you ready to see my sink? Okay, dishes that I washed, dishwasher is finished. This is either left in the sink or from this morning. Step 1 is to take all the dishes out of the sink. Step 2 is to fill your sink with very hot water. Then add a cup of household bleach to the water and let it sit for 1 hour. Drain the sink. Step 3, rinse your sink well. Step 4, use some powdered cleanser like a Comet, Ajax, or baking soda to scrub your sink. Step 5, take a sharp edge such as a butter knife and clean around the rim of your sink, just like you would clean out dirt from under your fingernails. The next step is to use a window cleaner. Now, I would never use one that has ammonia after cleaning with bleach. I know we rinsed it well, but I still would never take the chance of mixing a bleach and an ammonia. So I'm choosing to use an ammonia-free glass cleaner. The FlyLady says if you don't like the way it looks, you can also try to use some car wax if it's not shiny enough for you. Now, every time then that you use the sink, the FlyLady says to keep a towel nearby, dry out the sink completely so that it always remains dry and shiny. She even suggests putting a note on the sink to allow people who live in your home to know you always want to have a dry and shiny sink. The monthly habit for February was decluttering for 15 minutes a day. The FlyLady has, again, a lot on her website where it explains, the reasons behind decluttering and limiting it to just the 15 minutes a day. The important thing about decluttering for 15 minutes a day is that you actually set a timer and stick to it for just 15 minutes. The monthly habit for the month of March was getting dressed to the shoes. Again, the FlyLady has a pretty long blog post where she explains the habit of getting dressed to the shoes and the importance of getting up, washing your face, putting makeup on, getting dressed, and wearing shoes in your home. I do get dressed every day. I only keep my pajamas on if I'm extremely sick. So this habit, I think, is going to be rather easy for me. I also do have indoor shoes that I wear. I have a special pair of shoes that I only wear inside my home. These shoes never go outside, so for me, this is kind of an easy monthly habit. I'm also starting to adopt a capsule wardrobe, so I kind of feel like this mixes both the February decluttering and the March getting dressed to your shoes habit together, in that I'm trying to declutter my wardrobe, getting in the habit of wearing my capsule wardrobe. The monthly habit for the month of April, which is the month that we're in right now, is making your bed. Again, the FlyLady has a long blog post explaining her reasoning behind always wanting to make your bed. I personally don't always make my bed. I mean, my husband and I each have different blankets, and we'll kind of throw the blankets up when we get out of bed, but I actually am not the kind of person to strip the bed, make it completely, fluff the pillows. I don't, so this is going to be a habit that I'm going to have to start for the month of April. So I've been doing this program for 22 days now. It is April 22nd, and I'm trying to get this video out for you for Wednesday, April 23, instead of going the full month and getting this video out to you in May. I think I've done enough of the program to be able to give you some feedback. The first thing I noticed upon learning how to do this program is that it is not a cleaning system. This program is more like a home management system. It's not a cleaning program. It's not something that's going to tell you just what to clean and when to clean and how to clean it. This is like a lifestyle home management program. So let me give you a quick overview. Then I'll talk about the things that I liked, the things that I didn't like, and then how I'm going to go forward from here. Okay, so for my overall thoughts. I feel like this program is made for someone who is a stay-at-home person, okay? Whether you're a stay-at-home parent or you're just a stay-at-home spouse, this was meant for someone who does not work inside or outside the home. I think the focus of it was for stay-at-home moms that either have some young kids in the home or have children in school. Just from the tones of the emails and the messages in the blog post, it really does seem to be focused towards stay-at-home moms that have kids in school or who have kids who are very young in the home. If you're a working person, you're someone who works in the home or out of the home, you're definitely going to need modifications to be able to do this program. There are some great aspects to the FlyLady program, some clever ways to get you to declutter and clean your home. There's a lot of inspirational talk, especially if you like Bible verses and a Christian perspective. There's a lot of inspiration and inspiring words. A lot of her YouTube videos include Christian music in them and praying and Bible verses in them. So if that's something that you like, this would be a really nice program for you. If you want to table that information, she does have some good messages when it comes to trying to clean your home. And one is that, hey, your house did not get messy in one day, therefore you are not going to be able to fix it in one day. And I think that message is really important for people to hear, because if you have a cluttered home or a messy room, let's say, or a closet that's just a mess, or a spare room that you're just kind of throwing everything in, you cannot expect it to become perfect, neat, and clean within a day. Also, another great inspiring message is just jump in where you are. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Just jump in and try. And those are some good messages that people need to hear as you're trying to figure out how can I declutter and clean my home. Remember, I said this is more of a lifestyle home management program and not so much a cleaning program. Focus is on routines. Daily routines, morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine, Monday routine, Tuesday routine. You get the gist. April's routine, March's routine, very much centered around routine. So if you're a routine person, this might be good for you. While I'm talking about a quick overview, I should also tell you the things that I did not get to explore yet from the program. I did not get to explore the control journal. I read about it briefly, but I did not get to create it. If someone wants me to do that, I will. Just put in the comments. I did not get to go over her 11 commandments. I did not do the 31 baby steps. I think those were just implemented in the things that I did already in the program. I did not get to do the 5-minute room rescue. That just popped up my app once, and I was like, I don't know, I don't have time. So let's go over the things that I really like about this program. I really liked the Monday Bless the Home routine. At first, when I read it, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to get done in 10 minutes? This is on Monday morning. You're supposed to spend 10 minutes only dusting, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning the glass and mirrors, what else? Purging magazines. It's like 7, I think, different things that you're supposed to do on Monday morning for 10 minutes each. Like you set that timer and you do it. I was shocked at how much I got done in those 10 minutes. And I felt like I accomplished quite a bit in a short amount of time. I kind of like that. I like that sort of, hey, set the timer and vacuum and stop at 10 minutes, and that's as much as you did. I was really amazed at how many mirrors and windows I was able to clean in 10 minutes. Now, a lot of those windows that I did had been neglected for a long time, so that was a really nice and pleasant surprise for me. I really like the zone focus. So the way FlyLady has it set up, there's different zones that you're working on in the house in different parts of the month. You have week 1 is zone 1, week 2 is zone 2, week 3 is zone 3, and so on and so forth. And each zone just correlates with a different area in your home: front porch, entryway, bedroom, living room, kitchen, whatever the focus is. I like that idea of saying, hey, on the 1st to the 5th of the month, I'm going to just focus cleaning and decluttering in this part of my home. I thought that was an interesting way to put cleaning into perspective, because sometimes it can seem overwhelming, like there's so much to do. I think it's just a good way to stay focused on just cleaning a room and focusing on one spot and just saying it's okay to not look. I'm not going to look at the kitchen today. I'm not going to look at the bedroom today. I'm just going to look at the living room for these next few days, and we're just going to focus on the living room. I do like that. I do like her ideas of setting a timer. At first, when I read about the program, I was kind of like rolling my eyes to myself, being like, okay, so first of all, I'm supposed to set a timer for 10 minutes and vacuum. How much am I going to possibly get done? And then I'm supposed to set a timer and declutter for 15 minutes. Yeah, okay, whatever. What's that going to do? After doing it for 20-something days, I actually really appreciated that 15-minute time limit. Be like, hey, stop. You did what you could do. On to the next task. Because sometimes I can get stuck in a project and then I forget to do other things. I know it sounds weird, but like sometimes if I'm like cleaning out a closet or something, let's say I start doing it and before you know it, I haven't cooked dinner because I'm so like, I gotta get this done. But setting that limit and saying, hey, 15 minutes a day, you're gonna declutter something. 15 minutes a day, you're gonna clean something. Really can be helpful. And setting that timer, I actually did like that. Decluttering before cleaning. So when you're doing this zone cleaning, if you're just jumping in like I just jumped in, my house was not decluttered. It's still not decluttered. So when you're cleaning something, it doesn't make sense to clean it before you declutter it. So if you're doing a zone clean, let's say you're doing your bedroom, you can't really clean it until you've decluttered it. I like that she tells you that, like it's okay if you have to spend the 15 minutes decluttering and not actually getting to the dusting or the wet mopping or the actual cleaning aspect. And I think that's a good message. Make sure you declutter before you clean. And it's okay if you declutter and then your time's up. You could try again tomorrow to get the cleaning done. I liked her reminder to clean your car and purse every Friday. My purse can get full of receipts and just stuff. So I kind of like that reminder. Usually what happens is sometimes I just get irritated and I'm like, I have to clean my purse now. So having that reminder. Now, I don't think I need to do it every week. I think I could do it maybe monthly, but it was a good reminder to have. I like the idea of having a day set aside to do procrastination projects. Now I want to make a list of different procrastination projects that I have to do, and that way when I hit a day where I'm like, I can do a procrastination project, I'll have that right on my list. I do like that. I like the reminder to do laundry every day. I basically do that anyway. Sometimes I'm doing more than one load of laundry a day, but just that reminder, hey, throw a load of laundry in. It's a good reminder, and I thought that was a good thing. I like the 2-minute hot spot clean. Again, when I first read it, I said 2 minutes. What am I gonna do in 2 minutes? Well, I was able to take the stupid pile of mail that I have that sits next to me in the dining room table, go through it, put away the things that need to be put away, and shred the things that need to be shred. 2 minutes. Now, I've been putting that off. Why? I don't know. I guess I figured it was gonna take me an hour. It didn't. It took me 2 minutes. So that kind of reminder of knowing actually this task only takes a couple of minutes was helpful for me. I like that she introduces a new habit each month. Now, if you're someone who's starting the program in January or even in June, it doesn't matter. You're just starting a new habit every month. She's really trying to slowly get you in the habit of doing new things instead of bombarding you with everything that you have to do in order to have a clean and decluttered home. So I did like the slow introduction of a different habit every month. Now for the things that I didn't like about the program. First, that website. Oh! The website and the emails are so long and so wordy and so complicated. I barely read through them all, and I felt bad, but I just did not have the time to read through all these stories and all these reasons as to why I'm supposed to be doing this, and this testimony from this person and that testimony from this person. Let me answer this question. It was, for me, overwhelming and just too much. I would have preferred a quick outline. Hey, this, these are my reasons, go. But again, I don't know her personality. Her personality is probably more of a teacher, explain, let me really get this into you. Some people might really resonate with that. That was just something that I did not like. The website, email, and app did not always match. I had one day where the app told me I was in zone 5, the email told me I was in zone 1, and the website said I was supposed to be in zone 3. And I was like, why are these not matching? I don't understand. They weren't matching. I found that to be really irritating. Also for the app, not everything that you're supposed to do every day has a check mark on it. Today's Monday, I'm supposed to bless the home. How come that's not on here? Well, if you go to messages, then it told you, don't forget to bless the home, but it's also filled with all this other, in my opinion, useless information. You know, it's like, oh, here's your flight plan for the mission. Here's a sparkle of hope. Habit number 21, it's very comforting. The cheapest remodel of all these like little blog post kind of things. And it's just not what I needed. Also, I found later on, there's another app, FlyLady Plus. I don't know which one I was supposed to be using, but I paid for this one, FlyLady Message. So that's the one I was using. I did like the little checklist, and it's cute. You know, don't forget to do this. Oh, yes, do that. But it didn't have everything on the checklist that the website says to do or that the emails say to do. So there was quite a bit of a disconnect there with the technology. Something else I really didn't like, I did not have the time to do everything that I was supposed to do on these lists each day. If you are working even part-time, I don't see how you're going to get all this done. I really do feel like this program is made for someone who is at home. It really feels like it's supposed to be a housewife who has nothing to do all day except these projects. And that was kind of irritating to me because while I'm working now, I homeschool my kids. I do this YouTube channel, which takes hours a week, hours and hours and hours a week to do. And I also do the books for my son's business. That takes hours too. I found myself like, I just didn't have the time. I'd get these reminders, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? And I'm like, well, no, I can't do that. I'm working here. I can't do it. And then that left everything to after dinner time. And then I felt like, oh my God, I have to get this done. I have to have that. So it definitely needs a lot of modifications if you're someone who is not at home with like nothing else to do. I didn't like that. I didn't like the feeling that it gave me, like I couldn't get this done. I didn't get this done. I didn't get that done in the right time frame that I was supposed to. I don't like shining my sink. I know this is like the crux to like this program because shining your sink is supposed to make you feel like in the morning when you get up that you're not behind in the day at all. Like you're starting with a clean, empty sink. It's beautiful and shiny and you're gonna start your day. And I understand like the psychology behind it. What I don't understand is where she says, if you don't have time to do the dishes, put them in a bucket on the floor or on the counter. Shine the sink so the sink is shiny. And go to bed. So in the morning your sink is shiny, but you still have to do all those dishes. A little weird to me. I personally want to use my sink. My sink should be where the dirty dishes go that I do not have time to either wash or put in the dishwasher or they need to soak. You know, I'm totally guilty of doing that. I just felt like, for me, having a shiny sink does not make me happy. It does not make me feel good. Having an empty sink didn't give me that fulfilled feeling that I was supposed to feel. I don't feel that. I'm okay with my sink being used. I'm all right with that. Another thing I didn't care for was the swish and swipe every morning. I said to myself in the beginning, well, that's kind of a good idea, right? Like every day your toilet's going to get cleaned. Oh, by the way, I swiped wrong in the video. The swiping was supposed to be wiping your counter, your bathroom counter down. So I missed the boat on that. I wiped the toilet down. I missed it. Sorry about that. So it's wipe your counter and swish your toilet. I don't think it's necessary to be using toilet bowl cleaners every single day in your toilet. I swished without using toilet bowl cleaner because I just don't think it's necessary to use cleaner every single day. That just wasn't something that, for me, I felt was necessary. But I understand the psychology again behind it is that, like, if someone comes into your home and says, hey, can I use your bathroom? Your bathroom's clean and presentable. I have a half bath in my first floor that most people have come over use. I do try to keep it presentable. But so I understand what was behind it. I would have preferred to have her put in bathroom cleaning during one of those daily or weekly tasks. But bathroom cleaning doesn't show up in the weekly tasks because every day you're supposed to swish your toilet, and you're supposed to wipe down your counter, and you're supposed to clean the shower while you're showering, which I will not do. That's not going to happen. So I felt like, I didn't really care for that. Just not something that I liked. I didn't care for the daily structure of things that you're supposed to do, or the weekly, I guess I should say the weekly things, like Monday's supposed to this, Tuesday's supposed to this, Wednesday's supposed to this, Thursday's the only day you go out to do errands, Friday is, it just is not realistic at all. I'd have to shuffle around the days quite a bit. I cannot do just one day of going out. We have homeschool group, we have sports, we have appointments, we have the orthodontist, we have, there's different things, and I can't just make everything be on Thursday, and that's the only day I go out. I understand the premise of it is that if I was just like a stay-at-home person and I had nothing else to do than to save money on gas and everything, it kind of is more productive if you can say, I'm only going to go into town on Thursday, go to the bank, go grocery shopping, and do it all in one day. For me, those sorts of things were just not realistic. I could never do a Monday bless the house every single Monday because Mondays are really busy for me. I could do it on a Wednesday, but I couldn't do it ever on a Monday. So the weekly things that she had to do didn't really line up with me. But again, I have to modify that schedule to make it fit me because I have other things that I'm doing. I'm not just a stay-at-home person with nothing else to do. Okay, so I gave you an overview, what I liked, what I didn't like. Am I going to keep using the program? So yes, I'm going to keep using some of the FlyLady program with quite a bit of modification. I can't fully do it the way you're supposed to do it because I have too much to do during the day. I did watch 1 or 2 videos where someone who was a working mother did do the FlyLady program, but she had to modify it to fit her needs. Like she couldn't do the morning routine in the morning, she had to do it in the evening. So that again, that's a modification. I didn't find anywhere a blog post or a video, and I did look, and I didn't look extensively, but I did look where someone who worked outside the home or inside the home was able to do this program perfectly without any modification. So I feel like modifying it to fit your needs is an okay thing to do. I mean, there's certain things that I would like to keep doing. A lot of the morning routines are things I did anyway. Empty the dishwasher? Yeah, I do it anyway. Put laundry in? Yeah, I did it anyway. So those sorts of things I was already doing in my life. Those aren't going to change. What I'll probably add in is I did like the 10-minute bless the home. I just have to do it on a Wednesday. I got a lot more done. I got more dusting done in those 10 minutes than I do if on a Saturday I'm like, I guess I'll dust. Or I guess I have to clean this room. I found being able to just run around with a duster and do dusting in a variety of different places was better in just those quick 10 minutes than me bringing all my cleaning gear into one room and be like, I'm going to clean this entire room. So I am going to keep that. I'm just going to do it on a different day. And I'm going to add a few things and take out a few things. I'm going to add vacuuming my couch. I'm going to add filling hand soaps. I'm probably going to remove purging magazines. I just found a pile of old mail that I had to purge. I have a lot of paper to go through. That's going to be in my procrastination pile of things to do. But I think I will implement some sort of weekly quick 10-minute tasks around the house. I would like to keep up doing a 15-minute declutter. I can't do it daily. I don't have time to do it daily. I mean, like on Tuesdays, I don't even get home until 8:30 p.m. That is not a day where I can be like, hey, I'm going to implement all this stuff. Not going to happen. But on the days that I have time, I really do want to implement that 15-minute declutter session. Set that timer and do it. The days that I was able to do that when I was testing this program, I really made a lot of progress in my home, and my house may not look cluttered to you because I don't show you all the clutter. It is in my basement. Oh my God, my basement's a mess. My basement, you guys, is a mess. Part of it is because when we moved in, we just kind of threw everything in the basement. Part of it's because my husband is helping his dad clean out his house, and oh my God, he's bringing boxes and boxes and boxes of things to our house. Part of it is, oh, I'll deal with it later. I'll just put it down in the basement. Oh, I'll deal with it later. I'll just put it in the basement. So I know I have a lot of decluttering to do, and setting that timer and saying, oh, well, if I could do it 3 days a week, that'd be awesome. The 2-minute hot spot clean, I'm going to keep that. Again, I'm not going to do it every day. I don't have time to do it every day, but maybe every other day or 3 or 4 days a week would be good enough just to hit those areas where you get piles of paper, piles of, oh, I'll handle it later. Oh, I'll deal with it later. It'll make me deal with it in that moment. I like that. I'm going to keep doing that. In the 15-minute zone clean, I really like that. I'm going to change the zones. She has zone 1 is your entrance, front porch, dining room. Zone 2 is your kitchen. 3 is your main bathroom, bath, closet. 4 is the master bedroom, bath, closet. 5 is the living room, den, or TV room. I'm going to change those zones up. But I think having that system of, hey, it's the 1st to the 4th of the month, I'm going to just focus on this room or this area is helpful to get that area clean. So while this isn't a cleaning program per se, it is the kind of program that's supposed to help you with your life. It's supposed to help you organize. It's supposed to help you meal plan. It's supposed to help you get closer to God. It's supposed to help you reach out to the FlyLady community. You're supposed to feel camaraderie. You're supposed to feel like you're accomplishing things in small increments. And I will say, I was able to accomplish an awful lot in very small increments. 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I was able to get a lot done. I just don't need all the extra fluff in between. I don't need to be told to drink my water. I don't need to be told to do the laundry. I do it anyway. I don't need to be told to empty my dishwasher because we do that anyway. Those sorts of things, but I can understand if someone is coming into like living alone or living with someone else and they're like, I don't know where to begin. I can see how this would give you a good basis of what can be done. So one of her big messages also is, are you living in chaos? Can't have anyone over syndrome. Right now, my house is presentable to have someone come over. I mean, are there piles of things? I'm just looking around. Yeah. Is it perfectly neat and vacuumed right now? No. But can I have someone over right now? Yeah. I wouldn't do a home appraisal right now. Do you ever do a home appraisal? Like you make that place like show ready. Or if I was selling my home, this is not a show ready home. And I don't want to have to live in a show ready home. This program kind of reminds me that she's trying to make your home show ready all the time. Like you're supposed to be this perfect, like neat and perfect housewife, and your home should be show ready at all times. You never know who's going to show up. I get that. My home is lived in, but it's not dirty, but it is lived in. I don't know how else to describe it. And I'm okay with that. If someone were to knock on my door right now and ask to come in, I'm okay with it. So, but if you're someone who lives in a home where you would feel embarrassed if someone came in your home in that moment, like right now, just say, look around. If someone were to walk in my home right now, aside from an appraiser and aside from like a show-ready home realtor, would I be okay? And if you look around and you're like, okay, no, then you might have what she calls chaos, can't have anyone over syndrome, in which case this program might be helpful to you to get those areas where people frequent when they walk in your home neatened up and decluttered so that at any moment if someone comes over, hey, your house is presentable. So I know this has been a long video. There is a lot in this FlyLady program that I didn't even touch. There's a lot. Remember, it's not a cleaning program. It's like a whole, home management life program. And you can't just put all of that information into a quick YouTube video. Actually, this probably isn't even going to be a quick video. It's probably going to be like half an hour long, which I apologize for the length. Now, I just read last night, a friend sent it to me, that the FlyLady is working on a new website. Yes. Good. Good on you, FlyLady. Yes. Because the website, no good. Okay? It is just, it's too much. It's too much. So, if you all want me to, when the new website comes up, revisit the program, revisit the website, I will most certainly do that for you. I will. I have no problem doing that for you. For now, I just tried to touch upon the basics of what was in this program for this review. And I didn't even touch it all, guys. I didn't even get to it all. Now, there was another program that people asked me to look into. I think it was called the Clean Mama program. I will start to look into that. I looked briefly when I was just kind of starting, putting up that community post. I think I have to pay for a membership for that one too. I'm not certain. I have to look into it, but I will do that. I don't know what month I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'll start at May 1st or push it off to the summer. I don't know yet, but I will also review that program. So overall, I feel the FlyLady has a big heart and she does want to help you get your house together. So if there is a program or a product that you would like me to test, do me a favor and put it in the comment section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. If there is a part of this particular FlyLady program that you want me to go over in more detail, put it in the comment section, okay? If you need it, I'll definitely do it for you, okay? Or you can mail me something. My email address is in the description below. Send me an email. Let's have a conversation about the product that you want to mail me. It might be something that I have in queue. Might be something that I've already tested. Might be something I don't have the ability to test. We'll have a conversation. If it's something that I can test, I'll give you my mailbox address and you can mail it to me. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have yourselves a great day.